You're right, time is not on her side. But Gail Nix Jackson is hoping to settle history once and for all. She hopes to recover the footage shot by her grandfather on that fateful day.
Maine and Ackerd, 1940.
Gail Nix Jackson describes Orville Nix as a good man with great style who had a passion for photography.
I'll admit I've got an agenda. I want to find my grandfather's film.
After her grandfather turned over the footage to the FBI, she says the camera was returned in pieces. And since 1988, Gail has been trying to recover the footage Nix took during the assassination of JFK.
There are people in the research community that label the Nix film the Holy Grail. The way I look at this, the way that researchers and authors, and I don't want to put myself in that group, but they keep opening a scab that won't ever heal. And if we were to find the Nix film, we could heal.
Ferris Rookstool, former FBI analyst, is the world's leading expert in the JFK assassination.
The reason why it's so important is because it's almost the mirror image of the famous Zapruder film.
Later this week, Gail is releasing her first book to uncover the mystery behind her grandfather's missing film.
Think they'll ever find it?
I think it's possible. I'd say it's a crapshoot, 50-50 at best. I think if there was a reward for it, you'd have a greater chance of people trying to look for it.
Gail plans to have the launch party for her book at the rooming house where Lee Harvey Oswald once lived. Nobody goes to the zoo to see a dog, and you certainly don't expect to see it playing with a wild animal. Amani, a black lab, Winspear, a cheetah, raised together at the Dallas Zoo, introduced at 6 weeks, inseparable ever since. But this week is a special one. Born 2 days apart, the pair celebrated their first birthday on Thursday.
We had a birthday party out here with a big ice cake, 200 pounds, red, white, and blue with some chicken broth.
Trainers here at the Dallas Zoo say the relationship between Amani and Winspear helps raise awareness of cheetah conservation worldwide. These brothers do everything together, even visiting schools, hospitals, and private events. But Winspear is known to be shy.
Amani, when he gets there, just thinks it's the best place he's ever been. And Winspear looks to his brother and he says, "Oh, Amani thinks this is awesome," so I think it's awesome.
I think it's awesome. Finally, finally cats and dogs are getting along, so people don't think.
The lifespan for a lab and a cheetah are the same. The hope is that Amani and Winspear will live a long, healthy life together as brothers. Courtney Norris, Channel 8 News.
Lips, there's scars on my lips that make me look like I'm a smoker, and I've never smoked.
Sue Marduk had never considered plastic surgery until she received a call from Dr. Adine Kingston's office. Sue says she would have never sought out this type of procedure.
Dr. Kingston's office contacted me and told me that this was a relatively simple routine procedure and that after a week I would look better and younger. So I thought, why not?
According to the lawsuit, during the Frectora treatment, Dr. Kingston let a representative take over by giving the doctor advice on how to use the laser against Sue's face. A check of records of Dr. Kingston's shows no disciplinary action from the Texas Medical Board.
So Dr. Kingston was doing everything he told her to do, but she repeatedly questioned him that she didn't feel that it was right what he was telling her.
But Sue says Dr. Kingston continued the laser treatment. Sue felt the pain of the procedure despite being numbed up, and less than a week later, she knew there was abnormal, severe scarring.
I questioned her less than a week later about scarring, and she kept assuring me that scars don't form for a month.
Sue's attorney, Amy Davis, spoke with us by phone from Austin.
The law would require a trained medical professional to perform the procedure and not take directions from a sales representative who is not a healthcare licensed professional.
For Sue to reverse the damage, she would need to undergo several painful and costly procedures.
Because I always took pride in the way I looked. Now it's like everywhere I go, like I said, I feel 10 years older.
But as of now, she doesn't know if she can handle another treatment. We did reach out to Dr. Kingston's office, talked to her receptionist, but never heard back. Dr. Kingston also did not respond to any follow-up emails. The manufacturer of Fractora did not return our calls either. Live in the newsroom, Courtney Norris, Channel 8 News.
Some speed bumps along the way.
Longer hours of processing, unprepared officers, wrongfully released prisoners leaving victims terrified. The list goes on.
People who have been released who should be in jail, we're pursuing them, and we're just not going to stop doing our job because of a new system.
Problems continue piling up. Chief Brown says the issues his department face are far worse than he expected.
Detectives that usually get 40 cases a day, they're getting maybe 3 to 5.
New cops and veteran cops are frustrated with the new system after working with the old one for over 30 years.
We recognize this is not acceptable. We don't accept it. We're highly frustrated, but we're doing all we can to make it right. And this is a new system that's very unfamiliar, and so we're going to have errors.
Chief Brown did say that while there was an early training program to help with this new system, few officers took advantage of it. People are being paid overtime to repair the glitches in the new system, some even working around the clock, but so far most solutions are only temporary.
We need to quickly find a permanent fix.
A full recovery is not expected for a few weeks, according to Brown. For now, the city of Dallas is asked to trust the force that protects it. Courtney Norris, Channel 8 News. Thousands of Texans showed up to support Wendy Davis for governor and Leticia Vanderpute for lieutenant governor. Although a Democrat hasn't won in over 20 years, Davis ended her speech assuring the crowd that if voters turn out, she will win.
We can come together to summon our dreams. We can come together, knock doors, make calls, register voters, uniting with common purpose.
Wendy Davis said it's absurd to suggest her chances of becoming Texas governor are fading against Republican Greg Abbott.
When Greg Abbott's party passes policies that lead to crumbling highways and gravel roads, that's taking us back.